Hello everyone. In the last video we have discussed about the normal newborn introduction. So we'll continue with the remaining part. Today we are going to discuss about the immediate care of newborn. In that we have initial care, clearing of airway, clumping and cutting the cord, identification, evaluation of the newborn at birth, resuscitation of the newborn, prevention of heat loss, initiation of breastfeeding, vitamin K prophylaxis and newborn immunization. Immediate care means like within a 24 hour of delivery, when the baby got delivered, first 24 hours what are the care we are going to give. These are the things we are going to provide to the newborn baby. Now I'll be explaining you one by one in initial care what we are going to do, in the clearing of airway what we are going to do it. So first coming to the initial care. In the initial care what we are going to do, we are going to wipe the excess mucus from the mouth of the baby. We are going to handle the baby gently and note the sex and time of birth, if baby is a girl baby or boy baby, and at what time baby got delivered. That is the first one we are going to do immediately after the delivery. So you will call it is initial care. Next we have clear the airway. So holding the baby as that head of the baby is lower than the body and turn somewhat to the side for drainage. So after the baby got delivered, what we will do, we will keep the baby in such a way that the head of the baby will be lower than the body. So what happen, the drainage what is there inside, it will easily come out. Wipe the baby face and fluid from the mouth and nose for the purpose of clearing the airway. And the suction of the nasal and oral passage with soft suctioning catheter. If to clean the nasal passage or oral passage, you can use the soft suctioning catheter. Next we have clamping and cutting the cord. So separation of the baby from the placenta is achieved by the cutting of the cord between the two clamps, which should be applied to 8 to 10 cm from the umbilicus. Enough space in between them allow easy cutting of cord. So you know that umbilical cord is the point or is the connection between the mother and the baby. So through that, from the placenta, the baby will get all the nutritious things, all the blood circulation, everything from the baby. So after the delivery of the baby, we need to separate the placenta and the baby umbilical cord. So where we are doing that, we should keep the clump in the both the side. At least there should be 8 to 10 centimeter distance. If you keep 8 to 10 centimeter distance, it will be easy to cut the umbilical cord. And time of cutting the cord is not crucial unless the asphyxia, means if the baby is not having asphyxia, you can do it gently and we can take time. The time, so it is not like crucial that you have to do immediately until and unless baby is having any problem like asphyxia, prematurity or RS incompatibility. In that case only you should cut it earlier. The delay cord clamping until the respiration is established and cord pulsation has stopped. It ensures that infant receive placental transfusion of about 70 ml of blood. It means before cutting the umbilical cord, we'll keep some time until and unless baby is giving the respiration or doing the respiration without any support. So it means the baby is normal, baby is not having any problem. So we can cut the umbilical cord. Identification of baby. Identification of the baby is very important because the misplaced the baby and stealing of the baby is very common nowadays. So in the identification band, the name of the mother, date and the time of the birth and the sex should be mentioned. Sometimes at the same time there will be so many deliveries, so to identify the baby in the band we should mention the mother name, date, time and sex of the baby. So midwife ensure that the ID band is not so tight and not so loose. The ID band usually on baby wrist or ankle. Next one is evaluation of the baby at birth. How will evaluate? First one is you have to evaluate the APGAR score, a measure of the physical condition of newborn infant. If is obtained by adding 0.210. I think everyone have studied about the APGAR score. So after the birth we will check the baby APGAR score like 1 minute once, then again after 5 minutes, again 10 minutes, and that we are going to check everything. Okay, like heart rate, respiratory rate, muscle tone, response to the stimulation, skin color, and we are going to give some score like 0, 1, 2. Actually, this is the आपका score table. If you see in the heart rate, if it is absent, we'll give score 0. If it is below 100 beats per minute, we'll give 1. If it is above 100 beats per minute, we'll give 2 score. It means normally baby heartbeat will be 100 to 140 beat per minute. So if it is above 100, it is normal. So we'll give more scoring 2. Next one is respiratory effort. If it is absent, 0. If it is weak or irregular, we'll give 1. If the baby cries strongly, then we'll give true. Next one is muscle tone. If it is placid, we will give 0. If it is like baby is showing some flexion, we will give 1. If baby is like doing movement, it means we can give 2. Next one is response to the catheter in nostrils. Okay, in that if the baby not showing any response, we will give 0. If the grimace showing, it means we will give 1. If the baby is coughing and sneezing, we will give 2. The next one is skin color. If the baby is blue and pale, it means baby is having cyanosis, we will give 0. If extremities is blue, okay, body is pink, then we will give 1. If full body is pink, we will give 2. So this is the ABGA score, that is the evaluation of the newborn immediately after the birth. So in the ABGA score, maximum score is 10. So if the baby got like 7 to 10 at both 1 minute and 5 minutes, then we will consider it is a healthy newborn. If the baby got or baby ABGA score is 3 to 6, baby is moderately depressed, okay, need to be resuscitation. If ABGA score is 1 to 3, between 1 to 3, it means baby is severely depressed and need to be intensive resuscitation. So this is about the ABGA score. The total 10 out of 10. If 7 to 10 means healthy newborn, 3 to 6 moderately depressed, and 1 to 3 means severely depressed. Next we have resuscitation of the newborn. So resuscitation is needed if ABGA score is below 7, okay, like 6, 0 to 6. In that case only we need resuscitation. So the goal of resuscitation of newborn is, first you have to establish and maintain the clear airway to ensure that the circulation and to correct the acidosis and to prevent the hypothermia, hypoglycemia and hemorrhage. And need to be resuscitation like prolonged period of asphyxia, heart rate falls, and baby who did not cry immediately after the birth, and baby born with below 7 ABGA score. Prevention of heat loss. Next immediate care is prevention of heat loss. It is important to keep the baby warm because it goes into the hypothermia. Why? Because the intrauterine life and extrauterine life is different. So what happened? It is very important to maintain the same temperature even outside the uterus. So there will be skin to skin contact in the first hour of life. Newborn without complication should be kept in skin to skin contact with their mother during the first hour after birth to prevent hypothermia and promote breastfeeding. It means immediately after the birth, we should, like after cleaning, after wiping out everything, after doing that, we should keep the baby to the mother chest, okay, skin to skin contact. What will do? It will prevent the hypothermia as well as it will promote breastfeeding. Next we have initiation of breastfeeding. All newborns, including low birth weight babies who are able to breastfeed, should be put to the breast as soon as possible after the birth, when they are clinically stable and the mother and baby are ready. So immediately after the delivery, in normal cases, in normal delivery, within like 30 minutes or within 1 hour, they should start the breastfeeding. Then vitamin K prophylaxis. All newborns should be given 1 mg of vitamin K IM or intramuscularly after the birth, okay, after the first hour, during which the infant should be in skin to skin contact with the mother and breastfeeding should be initiated. It is the prophylaxis against the bleeding disorder and gonococcal infection within 1 hour of birth. Newborn immunization. Like vitamin K, we should give immunization also. Like all infants should receive their first dose of hepatitis B vaccine as soon as possible after the birth. preferably within 24 hours. Oral polio vaccine and BCG. So if it is not given, we can give later also, but we will try to give at birth only. So with this we have completed all the initial care or immediate care that we can provide the newborn immediately after the delivery. Thank you everyone.